think I drank too much last night.
Do you think?
What time did you leave last night? Around 9, I think.
Dang.
What are you planning on doing with these pictures?
Okay, this was everybody's question after watching last night's episode. Prior to the 15-second promo dropping, wait a minute. So Ethan drugged Jordan and knocked him out. But then in the end credit promo, we see that Jordan is just right back on the couch. And then later in the trailer, he's asking Ethan, what time did you leave last night? Oh, around 9. So we know that Jordan got dragged off somewhere by Ethan, but what happened? Now we know in the promo, Ethan hands Gary some photos like, so what are you going to do with these photos? And then Gary's just, he's giggling like a schoolgirl. So obviously, after being dragged off, Ethan probably put Jordan in a bunch of like compromising positions. But my guess is that this was stuff that would damage his reputation and destroy his campaign for, political office. I'm thinking that Ethan put Jordan in some poses where he's knocked out and maybe there are some drugs around him, some alcohol, things like that. And from there, this could be leaked out to the press and the public, and this would just destroy him. That's what I'm guessing is going to happen. Now, in terms of him being in positions of, that make him look LGBT and stuff, I don't think that's the case. Now, if you go back to the haves and the have-nots, Candace did that kind of stuff with Jim, where there were the photos with, the men and, domineering leather outfits and stuff. And then all these photos were taken to make him look like he was into this kind of stuff that could be used against him. I believe the acting DA George showed this stuff to Jim, and he was like, oh yeah, this stuff. But yeah, it's just some wild stuff going on. I really do feel like at the end of the day, these photos will be used in order to make Andy get with Gary, but that just doesn't make sense to me. So we know that Gary is going to deliver an ultimatum, you marry me or Jordan's going to pay the price. But I think it's rather dumb if these photos are the leverage here, because originally I'm like, oh man, Ethan's going to drug Jordan, then Jordan's going to be taken, hostage or whatever. Maybe Hudson or Ethan are the ones holding him, under lock and key. And in order to save his life, Andy's going to have to marry Gary or Jordan's going to die. But no, it seems that Gary is going to be holding Jordan's political career in his hands. And if Andy doesn't marry him, then Jordan's career is ruined, which I think is a dumb reason for Andy to want to marry him. Now, Jordan's life being on the line versus his career over some photos that could possibly be proven to be fake, or, Ethan drugged him or something. Yeah, it really doesn't add up to me. It seems kind of flimsy, but hey, folks, at least we know why Ethan did not take Jordan out of the house. He just dragged him to another part of the house to take these photos. But then that also brings up the question, Ethan, why are you still here? I mean, why did you go back to Jordan's house? Now, if something goes south and these photos come out, it's like, obviously Ethan did it because he's the only other person who was at the house when things went down. So I don't know. This kind of like the Penelope survival story. It makes no sense, but I'll see how things play out over the next couple episodes to see if they can add more fuel to the fire and make this story come together. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.